Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rambling with Dakr. So, what are we going to be talking about today? I'm not really too sure too much. I'll be talking about my internet and how my internet's been really crap. Not naming names, but it's up and running perfectly fine, but that's why the live streams have been off. So I'll do that after 10 minutes. I'll also talk a little bit about probably Star Wars and stuff, and small tutorials and tutorials in general. So I might just call it like the tutorial section, so that'd be pretty good. But of course, first thing we're going to do is we're going to answer comments. So first thing was, holy shit, I didn't know there were 14 months in a year. That's because the actual date of the video, there you go, it's in Europe, we actually do 14/06/2015, meaning day, month, year. In America, you guys actually do month, day, year. So yeah, like I've actually replied to this guy, so just in case there was more comments like that. But basically, yeah, people in the US, Canada, and Belize actually write month, day, year. But most of the world does, most of Europe does day, year, day, month, year. Jesus Christ. But if you really don't want to confuse people, I guess you can just do. I think the other one was the most common one, or most recognized one, is year, month, day. So you'd be like 2015. Well, I can even tell you the date I'm actually recording this. So 2015 06 18. You'd be able to write it like that. So yeah. Thanks, Max, for congratulating me on 50k subs. I know you've been subscribed to me for ages, and thanks for keeping on posting comments as well, because I know that you post a lot of comments. So, I might be Meshwa. It says, hey mate, when do you plan to get back into your modern ships? What's the situation with those? I guess I could speak about those later, but I'll try and answer it quickly now. I'm trying to get through these quickly, but still expand. So I had that vote video up earlier this week. That was with all of my kind of like already built ones, the 18 stuff. I've got 18 ships. Also put the Alcash in there because somebody asked about that last week. Why haven't I done one? So I put that in there to see how that fares, which is really low, unfortunately. But yeah, I actually did that. Yeah, it looks like I'll be doing them soon. New modern ships, I've got some that I've started to get the pictures together. I do a lot of research beforehand, or I try to get a ton of pictures into like a library, and then I work off that, and like I'll do pictures all just to do with the front bit or from the side or the shape or whatever. So I collect lots and loads of those together. But I'm basically going to be working through those results. So like it's got the Antonov, Cutty-Sark, Nelson class ferry. So Nelson class will be the next warship for the modern stuff. Yeah, but I've got more planned. So those are going to start hopefully rolling out. Obviously, it'll be, some of them will take weeks. Cutty-Sark, which has come second, I haven't even started on yet. That's going to take me ages. I'm really not looking forward to that tutorial. But the other one, a lot of the other ones have started to already do the small ones. Dark Knight says, "Are you much of a comic book fan? If so, what superheroes do I like? Those kind of stuff. And also, would I ever do Batman-styled builds? I won't do Batman-styled builds, but if you go and check out Zarius, he already has them all. He's done all the vehicles from it, so he's done like he's done the different types of Batman builds. So yeah, check out Zarius. He's on. If you click on my link, he's on my like recommended channels or something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's on there. So Zarius Z has all of them. Just call him Z. No, it's a little bit difficult or different in the UK. We don't really have the comic book culture. I think that's mainly an American thing. I'm guessing that Dark Knight's American, but it's a mainly American thing that actually like comic books are really, really popular and things. I think, well, now actually one comic book store has opened in my city for the first time. I don't think it's doing very well either. But no, we don't really have it. We don't have that same kind of culture. We do, I guess, superheroes that I like. Well, when I was a kid, I used to watch like cartoons and stuff, obviously. Spider-Man was my favourite for a very long time. Also, I love the X-Men as well. So I really do like the X-Men. I've actually got like tons of the X-Men DVDs. I think are the only like superhero. Are they? I think they might be. Yeah, actually, the X-Men is the only superhero type movie, so I'm guessing that's my favourite. I just really like the X-Men because it's a bit different, and each superpower is different, and they all kind of have to work as a team. I think that's what I kind of like about it, rather than somebody. I like Batman as well because he's like it's difficult. Out of the two, though, if I was DC or Marvel, which I'm sure is a thing that come up, I'd be Marvel definitely. I do like Marvel more. I think it's because they've kind of grasped everything now with the movies and stuff. They've kind of fleshed it out quite well. But yeah, if a favorite superhero out of all the Marvel people, well, that's difficult. That one I don't know. when I first heard about Captain America, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Then actually he's turned out cool. I just thought, oh, look, it's Mr. America coming along with his American flag. But actually, no, Captain America surprised me when Marvel did it, and they actually did it really well. So I was actually surprised about that. But I want to see, like, a Captain British or something like that. Hello, bloody good, blah, blah, blah. Like, proper, that's what I want to see. If you guys can do that, that'd be great. But yeah, I think that's kind of answered. What will I do for 50k subs, and will I also help with the build team? I've kind of translated that from the weird stuff. With the build team, that's mainly a thing for Knives and Nick. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with the build team, what I'm going to be involved with in the build team, but it's not led by me. It's going to be led by Nick and Knives, so from that kind of side. So we'll see what happens with that. I'd love to do some like weird group projects and stuff as well. So I'm trying to do one for. I'm slowly building up one for Lioness. So that's what I'm trying to work on a bit. So Lioness will be a different build team on the Dakr server. What will I do for 50k subs? I planned. Now it went all horribly wrong. Not really horribly wrong. It's just I didn't have enough time. My plan was to get out the HMS Vanguard, not the submarine. The big warship. For you guys that don't know, the HMS Vanguard was a one of its kind. It's kind of the UK equivalent of the Iowa class battleships. It's a big battleship. I think it's the biggest battleship that Britain built. It was just built just after World War II. I think the other ones were cancelled. It's kind of the equivalent of the USS Missouri for Britain. The one that kind of continued on, even though battleships were kind of useless, but because we built them, we have to use them. It was one of those. I've still got that mostly built. It's not finished. I was planning on doing that as a big tutorial. That'd probably be a big 4-hour tutorial. Not as big as the H-44. It's like, I don't even know how big it is. I would check, but I don't want to go off this comment screen. But yeah, big. So that was my plan. So that's still going to, in a way, when it comes out, will be my like 50k subscriber thing. It's just that it'll be late, like around 60,000 subscribers. Yeah, I know. That was my plan. But yeah, build team. I'll probably do more of my own build team stuff. That will just be modern stuff. Weirdly, it's not going to be medieval. Whereas I think the Nick and Knives' build team for the server is more medieval based. So it'll be interesting. Also, obviously, like Zarius has his own build team in a way, doing the flow stuff, and also Quitster has his own build team doing St. Vincent stuff. So yeah, I know which one you mean though. Right, Snowblaze, thanks for subscribing, being such a good subscriber as well. So hopefully I can get to this one. Now this will take a longer time, but do I have a plan on going back and modifying my older builds? Yeah, I do at some point. I really do. Hopefully I will at some point. I think I have to in a way, don't I? I could do a big ones. I am planning on doing Star Wars ones kind of from scratch and doing the... Well, probably go through a couple more. I'll talk about that in the tutorial a bit, actually. The Star Wars ones, I think. But yes, and yeah, thanks for keeping commenting and stuff, because yeah, Blaze, I've known him for ages now, like as a subscriber. Cool. And yeah, what was I playing during this video? Or the last video? Excel. Yes, there wasn't a game in the background, but I do put the game in the background in the description. So, can I build the Airbus A? That's from Tony Chow. Can I build the Airbus A350? Currently, I've got to build out of the Boeings. Like I said last week, I'm going to do the Boeings first. You can see that you've done that. The Boeings that I've got left to build are the 787, 797. I think that's a 797, 717 and 727, so I've got 4 more of those, and then I'm going to just start on the Airbus A3 series. Could you call it that? Like A320s and stuff. So I will be doing that as a separate bit, so that I'm not sure when, but yes, I will be building it. Jonathan Chang, Lord Dakr was banned from your server. No idea. I'm not an admin on my server, so you'd guys have to find out. Also, Jonathan Chang, you don't have replies on, otherwise I would have looked that up. I did see this earlier, and I was going to check, and then I realised you didn't have replies, so I can't even comment back to tell you. So you need to on Google Plus, you need to turn on replies. Otherwise, we can't reply. Any of the admins as well. Sometimes they pick it up, and on these comments they'll actually reply, but they can't because you've got replies turned off. Why aren't you giving downloads for my builds? Mentioned this before. They get stolen, and then Dan Hall's actually said that, and then yeah, Damp said you can also do it with the tutorials. The problem is with the tutorials, you have to follow them to then steal it. That's a lot more effort. Whereas if you just give something for free, it's kind of like... well, the thing is that I do make money off YouTube. I make a little. I don't make much, but I make money off YouTube. If I just give up a download, I lose any sort of income for that work. So that will damage my channel. I just won't be bothered, you know, and that's as simple as it is. So at least if somebody's going to steal it from doing the tutorial, at least I've made like 0.01 cents of them or something stupid. You know, at least I've made a tiny bit of money back from losing that. But also, usually by the end of the tutorials, people don't steal them because they go, you know, dude, you've spent 6.5 hours explaining how to build this for you. You know, I'm just going to throw up a sign and be nice. That's all it is. That's why. Can I answer one more? Actually, I'll answer another 2, 3. I'll try and... I'm going to extend this to 12 minutes of this bit because I talked a little bit at the beginning. So Aura says, really, that's my designs. Do you ever plan to do a Titanic? Jag Thunder has a really, really good Titanic tutorial. Totally advise you guys to go and check that out. Do I plan on doing my own? Probably. I'm just going to say probably because I don't know. I think I probably will, but I'm not sure where it'll fit in. I think I'm going to do... when I do that kind of stuff, the more modern cruise ships first, and then I might go on to Titanic at some point when I've got that area, so I can almost do like a historical part of it. That might be more interesting, but check out Jag's, because I won't be doing that for months and months and months. Check out Jag Thunder's tutorial on it, because he's got a good one. More big sailing ships? 100% yes. I'm going to redo the HMS Victory as well. And do I ever planning on doing any locomotive trains? Probably. I've already got some like weird little train type things done, but I was planning on kind of going full whack. Again, Zarius and Jag Thunder are doing trains at the minute. They're actually no, Zarius has got some trains from a little while ago. Jag Thunder's doing some, so you can check those out in the meantime. But probably when I start doing like a train system in Lioness, I'll do like a set of them or something. Oh, that'd be cool. Will I ever do a time lapse? Time lapses take so much time. It's as simple as that. If you go back to old videos like Seeking and make improvements, yeah, I will be doing that. I will be improving on the old designs, and I'll do like an update or something. I'll probably upscale. I think a lot of mine, even though they're to scale, they're old. Also, when is Let's Build an Airport coming back? As soon as I figure out the space on Lioness. And also, yeah, so as soon as I figure out the space on Lioness, Let's Build an Airport will be coming back. It'll be a very small one, then I'm going to plan on doing a big one. So that'll definitely be coming back. Also, yeah, Master Jam ask, am I going to be doing a capital city for the Isles of Dakr? Yeah, there's a couple places that I've got planned out. There's going to be a Dwarven capital, which is huge, but there's also going to be a Dwarven outer city, which is huge. I've got so much planned on that. But yes, I'm going to do a human capital. It's going to be my main like capital city, which is where I'm going to do all the ships. Anyway, that's enough for these comments. What I'll try and do, guys, is I'm going to try and, well, I'll reply by typing if I can. Make sure that you've got replies enabled. And also check, because I got a guy on Twitter last week that I'd replied to on YouTube, and then asked me on Twitter again. They said, dude, you haven't replied to me. And I went, yeah, I replied to you 2 days ago. And they checked, and yes, check your replies. Anyway, right, tutorials and stuff like that. So what I've actually got planned, obviously I'm going to be making my way through that massive list. So, you know, like the Antonov will be coming soon. Yesterday we should have had, if it's working. Actually, no, I'll talk about the internet first. Let's talk about the internet first. Yeah, so I've been having internet issues lately. The line's just dying. Basically, we've got fibre to the house. No, we haven't got fibre to the house. We've got fibre to the road. But we're still on like a little crappy bell wire type thing that's like this. It's like a piece of string which goes to it. That's been failing. So I've literally to upload stuff, I had to be calling the phone because it boosts the gain. It's so shit. I've been having to use the phone because it boosts the gain across the signal and it allows an internet connection so that I could actually upload something. I had to do the vote video. It's now fixed. Engineer came out really promptly actually after we complained. So heads up to them. I don't want to name companies obviously, because then it's like endorsement or it's like slagging them off because it broke in the first place. But then again, it's been there for like 10 years. The wire has honestly been there for like, yeah, it must be over 10 years. It's a phone line, for God's sake. It's not, you know. So yeah, internet's back. So that's why the live streams, the last 2 weeks of live streams, I've had to cancel because my internet has been dropping in and out. So I could probably live stream for about 10 minutes and then it would drop, and then I'd be able to live stream for 20 minutes and then it would drop, and then maybe 5. And I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'd rather sit there for 2 hours solid and actually just live stream with you guys. So that means Monday, tomorrow, not for me, but tomorrow for you guys, because tomorrow for me is Friday, but tomorrow for you guys, when this video goes out, we will have a live stream. So we're going to have a live stream, so follow me on Twitch. I think what I'm going to do is Riverwood. I've been bringing back that series in a way. I brought it back onto a P Grand. We were working on it the other day, like probably a month ago. I will bring some people that are on the live stream, people that are actually got ranks on the server, probably builder and above or grand builder and above, something like that. If I can grab a couple of them, I'll grab them on my Skype as well. We'll have a chat. We'll do it that way and try and help, because then you guys are helping me and stuff as well. And then we'll probably do at some point, I really want to do like a group project and actually time lapse it, because I know that somebody said about the time lapse. Yeah, I completely forgot to say about that. Sorry, Corp225able. That's quite a weird name. Yeah, I think I'll do that with these weird live stream things. If I'm going to do a build and we've got like 5 people on like chatting on the stream, so you guys can watch it on the stream, but then you get a time lapse of people on YouTube. That'd be fucking cool. Again, I don't care about swearing in this, obviously. Right, so yes, internet back. Live stream on Monday. Probably do the Riverwood stuff. So I'd love to get that a little bit more done. Maybe. Anyway, my girlfriend actually bought me this awesome book, Star Wars. It's like vehicles and stuff. It was actually backwards. Yeah, it was. Is that backwards for you guys? I don't know. We'll find out when I edit the video. Star Wars, yeah, so I've got a Star Wars book with loads of vehicles in it, including the expanded series, like expanded book stuff, which is fucking awesome, because I've read like loads of the expanded universe books before. J.J. Abrams said, fuck it all, and he's going to do his own thing, which seems really weird. I'm still looking forward to the new Star Wars movie, but yeah, I've actually got a Star Wars t-shirt on at the minute. It's actually a Knights of the Republic one, so it's a little bit different. I think it's from the online game. Anyway. So yeah, Star Wars. So I'm going to be doing a load of Star Wars stuff, because obviously we're gearing up for the movie. So I've got like, I think this book literally has like 200 pages, and it's got just loads of, it's got stuff in it. I don't know if I can actually show it to you guys. That's the problem. So it's just got everything in it, and like specs and things. So it's freaking cool. So I'm going to be doing lots of those. I'm also going to be redoing my Star Wars build, scaled up, so they're going twice the size. For example, the ATTE looks like shit. I know it looks like shit. That was the best I could do at that size. So I'm going to be redoing that twice the size, with an LA80, which, yes, I now know that there's 2 of them. I didn't know there was 2 of them until you guys started commenting on that video, so thank you, I think, because I thought they were the same size, and I was wondering how it fits in and how I had to make it fit in. But yeah, I'm going to be doing all those. I'm just going to probably do it in the book order of this book, to be honest. So you're going to get some random ones, really ones that you've never even heard of. But I'll try and do them all in size 1-to-1 scale. I'll clear out those, and I'll do 2 scale, and then I'm going to do whatever. Star Destroyer, yes, scaled down. So yes, I'm doing like the X-Wings and stuff. I'll be doing them again, twice the size, maybe. Or I'll find I need to find a scale. I need to have a look at the scales. Twice the size is actually pretty big. Star Destroyer, I'll be doing a small one. Don't know when. I've been meaning to do it for fucking ages. I want to. I just know that it's going to be a pain in the ass to tutorial, and I know it's going to be a pain in the ass to get the right scale, because I want it to look good. But at the same time, there's no way I can do the whole 1,600 block long one. That's like realistically. I know that people have done it. There's a guy called, I think it's actually called Da Vinci. Yeah, I know. On Planet Minecraft, who's done like the Venator class, and it looks so good. And I've actually downloaded it just to look at it and go, but yeah, it looks good. So I'll be doing those ships and stuff. Yeah, clearing down that list that I've got, the straw poll list that I did on that vote video. If you haven't voted, just go for voting. I'm going to just be looking at that. I'll probably clear off like 10 of them, and then I'll do another video with the next lot, and then mix in some. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing, but yeah, I am building lots. What have I got? Let's think about what I've been building. A new brig. Somebody asked for a brig in one of these. I don't know if it's in this video, in my Rambo video. Yeah, I've actually got one built. Weirdly, I was building it before you commented that, and then you commented. I was like, shit. It's commented. It's actually it's not the same size as the Jackdaw, but it's like the Assassin's Creed brig size. You know, the enemy brigs. It's actually that size. It's a trade one. It doesn't have any guns. I haven't put any guns on it. I'm going to put a couple on, but only as like a trade ship, so it would only have like 4 or 6 guns or something, not like a actual warship. Also, I'm going to extend this video to 21 minutes because I'm still talking. Oliver Hazard Perry class, whatever it's called, that frigate thing. Going to build one of those. What was I looking at today? was looking at a Japanese, like, World War II aircraft carrier, I think. I can't remember what it's called, though. I might have it on my phone. Because I was looking at this today. I was just looking at, like, some... You know what I like doing? I like doing, like, different ones. So I was looking at that. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. If I can find it quickly, I will grab it. Can I find it? Can I find it? Can I find it? Oh, and also the Vittorio Veneto. I was looking at that. Yeah, the ship is called... No, I can't find it. It's in there somewhere. Oh, Akagi. Akagi? Or the Shokaku. Those are the two I was looking at. Yeah, I was looking at those two as like the modern ones because I like doing weird stuff. Also, hardly anyone does the... Well, people do on Planet Minecraft, they do like the Japanese stuff, but people like me and Jag don't usually do them. We usually do like the Allied stuff, like American and British. We do. I'm going to try to do a mix. Also want to do the helicopter carrier, the modern one, the Japanese Maritime Force one. 'Cause that's pretty cool. Obviously, I've done the Otago class destroyer, so I'm always trying to get mixes. I also want to do some Chinese ones. There's tons and tons that I want to do. So anyway, what else have I got planned? What was I building the other day? I got the Vanguard. It's been another ship. And the planes. Usually I have about 5 different builds on at the same time. The Oliver has a parry. That's actually reminding me doing this video. It's reminding me that I need to finish that. So, anyway, that's it. As always, post your comments and your questions. I will be answering every single question that I haven't answered in this video, as long as I can reply to you. For fuck's sake, let me reply to you. That's not easy. But yeah, we're trying to get back into tutorials again. That's basically my gist of this one, is back into tutorials and stuff. Still, Let's Builds are going to continue because I fucking love them. I really love doing Let's Builds. The medieval people love them as well. But modern people, I understand. I'm going to be doing those as well as the modern Let's Builds, because I've got some short ones now. I've started to shorten them. I think my petrol system was too long. Shortening that. My house one's too long. Shortening that. So I'm trying to make them quick, but also detailed. But I'm doing them like quick and detailed. Quick. And then if I come back and I do details, I'll just show you in the next episode what I've done off camera. You know, that you don't really need to know it. Anyway, rambling on too long, otherwise it's going to be like a 30-minute ramble, which would be easier. But yeah, ask me what you want to ask me and I'll reply to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Anyway, I'll see you all on the next one.